Sup team. Y'all know. And y'all know I don't like drama. Good preface, man. So this is a really bad look, okay? But nobody else is going to talk about this guy. I don't understand why. Because we are one of the most creative communities out there. Yet we are watching the only, to my knowledge, the only Deltarune. I don't want to call it a content farm, but the fact that they use generative AI, almost teetering the line between content farm. So Wiztale, there is a bunch of discussion about this guy, which thank God, finally, a little bit ago over this insane fucking thumbnail. Clearly AI generated. Look at the mixels, look at the AI biz lighting. I mean, come on now. And this other needle cookie. I'm not going to explain what that's about, but look, it's AI. Frankly, first off, I don't know how AI slop is even getting views for this guy, and he doesn't like give credit to an artist, which thus you could assume the art's from him. Like this one's clearly AI. This one's definitely AI. The Undertale we were wrong about genocide route. Look at this, bro. Brother. Look at the Toby dog. Subpixel shading and shit. And like, if you use AI a few times like that, I'm gonna assume you use AI for a bunch of your pixel art and the thumbnails. I mean, the sand shading, I'm gonna assume that's AI. This weird ass sprite of Chris. The point, this one, it's odd. It's all, fucking Jesus popped up. The Chris hands. The random Bluey sprite. Again, if it's all by him, then you know what? Maybe. But use AI once, you could use AI again. That's my philosophy. And it's kind of absurd this guy's actually getting watched. I'm not going to accuse him of botting or anything, but just saying. Bit weird. Also, the reason I say this is the only like existing Deltarune content farm is because, I mean, this guy's purely in it for the money. Pretty sure he does not give a fuck. If you couldn't tell by his slop thumbnails as is, there's a different channel. Wissong. But I remember, look at the first uploads. This channel, I don't feel like I'm on the Wayback Machine, but I remember when it was Wizrune. I've been thinking of making this video for a long time, and when I first thought of it, they were Wizrune, which just the same shit they did on their freaking Deltarune channel. Because if you go to the oldest ones here, fucking chapter 3 secrets, and then they pivoted, and then they went to Silk Song, and now it's Wissong with, by the way, a pretty AI generated profile picture. I'm sure this one's also AI. You know, I'm sure it's also AI, man. And it's just like, what are we doing? One of the most creative communities. Like, theyre, largest, vast, creative. And now I'm not saying this stuff to like put me above him as a content creator, by the way. That's not it at all. None of this is a toot my own horn. I just want to ask anybody who watches this guy why we're watching this? What's appealing? Also, I just want to let you guys know that, I mean, this is slop. And this is a bit more of a weird use of AI. I don't want to call it morally gray, because there's no reason to use AI at all for a translation, because just use a text-to-speech and you're not draining our fucking ponds that way. But so this man uses AI on his voice to translate from Spanish to English. He uses AI to translate, and I would have to assume it's generative AI, because I mean, it gets his voice. I'm assuming 1-to-1. It's not like some default 11 Labs voice. This is his voice. You use AI, generative AI, I want to be very, very clear, generative AI. You use it in so many facets of your channel. What's to say you don't use AI more, man? I mean, I would love to hear from this guy to know that like his scripts aren't even AI generated, because I mean, he said he decided to use it at least for now in this one, albeit it is a while ago. So I decided to use it at least for now, so I don't go crazy after hours of recording and editing. I mess a lot with recording, and I'm not discouraging anybody from learning a second language better. But let's go to the most recent one. Let's see how it sounds.
What would fandoms be without the theorists? Which is different from what actually happens in the universe of the game, because it's the same couch Tenna uses for his challenges, so sleeping on it warps you to the games, though.
So this is the one where he used AI for his voice. I mean, they sound fairly similar. Maybe he's a bit more upbeat in this one, but that could also just be... I don't even know, man. I hate sounding like an AI crazy guy. I personally fucking hate AI. That's why I'm being the one to make a video on this shit. I hate Gen AI so much. Oh my god. But he sounds about the same. So I'm pretty convinced that he still uses generative AI on his voice. Which is just weird because, I mean, look at Half-Bred Chaos. If you don't like your voice or if you need to translate, just use a robot text-to-speech if you really want to. Or, what also confuses me is why this guy wouldn't just make videos in Spanish. Because, I mean, I believe Deltarune has a decent Spanish following, but I mean, that's kind of stupid to say. I bet English is better. That's why. I mean, again, he's fully in it for the money. You don't have 2 channels to farm shit. This is out of the gate, by the way. I remember when these channels first popped up. Wizrune, now Wissong, and Wiztale were made at, I'm pretty sure, the same time. I see a lot of people confused why people make separate channels, but let me tell you why. Let me give you all a scoop. It's pretty much, let's say I wanted to go back to Garden Warfare 2 content fully, or if I wanted to go back to Hollow Knight fully. That wouldn't do very hot on this channel anymore, on my channel, because I get views from Deltarune Undertale. So if you have poor videos, that kind of tanks you. So I know what this guy's doing. I mean, he's doing different content on different channel to get a wider spread, so he can basically have multiple audiences get more money. That's what it is. And obviously, I don't have a second channel. There's not much wrong with having a second channel. That's not what I'm worried about. It's just the nature of his style of content, with the fact that he has a second channel and then pivoted to something even more trendy, likely for more money. I mean, you can tell he's trying to farm, is my point. My point with all of this, not a personal dog on the guy, but a dog on the channel. Because we are one of the most, like I've been saying, like a broken record, we are a vast creative community. And seeing these things, seeing people watch these things, it's just, I wonder who the audience is. Because, I mean, I believe most of the Deltarune's audience agrees with how creative the game is. I mean, the game has beautiful art. It's especially known for the soundtrack. I mean, it's all art. So I wonder what draws people into content farms. And I wonder, not that I'm jealous of this guy. Again, I want to make that clear. I just wonder what makes these things prosper. And I mean, Wiztale, man, I'd be down to chat. I want to know what you use AI on, because, I mean, you can't tell me at least the thumbnails are. And if your voice still is, that's kind of iffy. But like, again, if you use AI for that much stuff, how are we supposed to verify that you don't use it for your scripts or something? I don't think he uses it for the editing, but how do we know you don't use it for the scripts or even some of the lighting in your thumbnails? How do we know these aren't lazy? How do we know this isn't a content farm? I don't know what to think of the upload rate. It's
an old shopkeeper.
January 24th.
There's a rather peculiar video game saga that some of you
January 17th. And it's fully professional at 17th to the fucking 24th, and they're both like his professional, usual big budget things. Wait. Because I didn't even think about this point before. I didn't think he was actually like using AI for editing. I'm not going to accuse him of that. Maybe he just edits fast. And honestly, respect if he edits fast. But again, you use AI in so much, I don't know. I can't trust it. I'm not built to trust it, man. Yeah, but pretty much it, man. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. This is a slop one, just to keep y'all fed. Someone's gotta talk about this guy. Because this is... I don't want to act like he's a terrible, terrible person. This is not a personal dig, but this channel as a whole, pretty sure we are witnessing the rise of the only Deltarune content farm, really. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of sort of scary. Wiztale, if you could clarify how much you use AI, if you see this, I would love the transparency. I'm sure a lot of people love the transparency. But if you don't, man, I'm just gonna personally assume you use it even for scripts and shit, man. Because some of these are kind of, for example, I watched this one, the Deltarune ending theory that connects everything. If I'm sure, I should rewatch it like a good researcher, but I'm pretty confident it was just 3 theories put into one. Like somebody else had an ERAM final boss theory. ERAM final boss was a part of this beat for beat. There was a bunch of other stuff beat for beat, just combined. The videos themselves just don't have substance. That's why I'm very suspicious. A lot of them just don't have substance. Don't support Gen AI use. If this guy would stop using Gen AI, that'd be awesome. But again, I just want transparency. This is going for long enough. I'm repeating myself. Sorry. Sayonara.